Sorry, I was really
We're
thirsty.
both over here with our Dr. Pepper. Just...
You know, I even brought a backup Dr. Pepper to my Dr. Pepper.
Yes, you did.
I know.
I brought water.
Oh, I have water too.
Oh, that's... And sparkling iced caffeine.
No, it's sparkling iced caffeine. It's literally a caffeinated sparkling water.
I can see that.
And it tastes like, you know those like orange creamsicle things we used to eat as a kid? It's like a muted flavor. Taste it. It's like a muted down flavor of that. But there's like no sugar, but it has caffeine in it. It's literally just like sparkling water.
It's not too sweet.
It's only 5 calories.
Woo! Where did you get that?
Do we want to close the door?
Okay.
Let's get into this.
Yes, let's do this. Yeah.
All right. Pull up a chair and welcome to the lair. I'm Tabby.
I'm Alex. And we are the faces of Cozy Booktique and Dragon Lair. And, well, this is our podcast.
So this is From Lair to Library, the podcast where we drag our favorite books to the screen and see if they actually live up to the hype or deserve to absolutely get roasted by a dragon.
And we will roast them.
Yes, we will.
So bad.
So bad. All right. Let's do a check-in with us.
All right.
What's your favorite snack and drink this week?
I've been eating a lot of Skinny Pop, and I've been drinking a lot of water because of my throat.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I love allergy season.
Gotta love it. Yeah, I've been surviving on basically Dr. Pepper Zero and coffee. That has been my go-to.
Caffeine. Caffeine's always good.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, what are your reads this week?
My reads. So I started a book, and it is about, so this woman's husband died. She has 2 kids, and now she's finding out that there's secrets that he never told her, and she's like unraveling.
Jeez, that sounds like it's right up your alley.
It is. So it's called What Remains of You by Kimberly Lawrence.
Okay.
Lawrence? It's not spelled Lawrence like normal. It's Lowrance.
Okay.
But yeah, so far it's pretty interesting. I'm only on like chapter 3 at the moment because I just started it. But it's starting to get like, what did he do? Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have 2 that I kind of started because you know how I am.
Yeah.
I've got my ebook, but I've also got a paperback. So my ebook I just started is Nobody Told Me Dragons Use Libraries.
Oh my god, I added that to my TBR.
Yes. By Lindsay Devon and Roxy Ray. And then the paperback I have sitting on my thing, I'm literally getting ready to start, is the Senbin series, book 1, Tripping for Number 68 by Eden Knox, who we actually met at that one.
Yeah.
We bought her paperbacks and got them signed, and she was so amazing to meet and just have a conversation with. It was amazing.
She was so fun to talk to.
Oh my gosh.
I do need to start that book, and I keep staring at it, and I'm like, I'll start it, and I'm like, but I gotta use my Kindle Unlimited. It's a cycle.
No, I get it.
No, I could probably read that in a day.
Right. No, definitely. That's why, I kept staring at it on my shelf, and I was like, no. I was like, we met her. She made this sound so good. I have to read this.
Yeah.
So I, officially moved it over to my nightstand. So it is there physically from staring me in the face.
There you
have to read it. It's there.
Yeah, every time I look at it, I feel guilty. And I'm like, I really need to read this. So I'll probably sit down, maybe even Sunday, because I plan on doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. All right. I had a question for you.
Okay.
What were some of your more standout moments in episodes 3 and 4?
My standout moments in episode 3 and 4. Well, honestly, Bernardo.
We love that.
Oh,
Atlanta.
sweet Tuck. We are so glad you decided to join us.
Oh,
and every time something happens to the fruit, it will be replaced by a bigger one. I don't know why, but I love that so much.
I just love the foreshadowing in it.
Yeah.
Because it's like now we've read the books, so we kind of know what's coming for his season, and it's just like that foreshadowing was just like chef's kiss. Like I loved they threw that in there.
I love it. Yeah, and then like the montage of drunken Shakespeare of him just having a different fruit every single time.
I love this character.
And then you just told me about the pumpkin thing, and now I'm upset that wasn't in there.
Oh yeah, no. If you haven't watched it yet, there's a clip out there of him talking about how, like something that he was sad didn't make it like into the clip, and I guess there's a clip of him somewhere dancing with a pumpkin at the drunken Shakespeare. And I'm like, I really want to see this.
The biggest one we saw was a watermelon.
I think that's all I went up to was the biggest. All right, one for me that stood out was the whole Allie breakup thing.
Oh, that too.
It broke my heart, but also I was like, holy crap, as he's sitting there like explaining all of the steps she goes through in a breakup. He's like, well, I guess I'll hear from you in 36 hours.
Right?
I was like, holy crap, girl, you really fell apart.
And it's like, right, like the stages like, of hot Cheetos and then mental breakdown.
And then you see her started, because like when Hannah walks in and she's like, wearing his sweatshirt, she's like, isn't that his sweatshirt or whatever? Or
she's like, no.
She's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I already ate the Cheetos.
I lied. Yeah, no. And I think it's so... That really stood out because it was so different in the score.
Right.
The way they broke up and how he reacted to it was completely different.
Correct.
And I'm just like, but he himself is completely different.
Right. He is completely different in the show than in the book. Because he was like a frat bro in the book.
Yeah, and in this, he's just like the nice, calm, should probably marry him and have his babies type of guy.
Yeah.
Like settle down and then she goes to
and move to Vermont and be an insurance guy.
That sounds awful. Not gonna lie. Sounds boring. But yeah, and then she goes to Dean, who's like the complete opposite.
Oh, I know, right?
Which is crazy.
That's so crazy. All right. I think the next thing we're gonna talk about is just like a recap. Yeah. So, watching over them, kind of like after watching it, what was your kind of a recap on these episodes?
What do you mean by like the their dynamic?
Yeah, so like how their dynamic was, things that happened within there, like
I think that there
other characters.
Is some foreshadowing. Like when Hannah's talking to Justin about the cello and the piano talking to each other because like the one likes the other one, but the other one doesn't like notice.
Right.
That's happening with her to Justin, but it's happening Garrett to her. And I feel like you can start seeing Garrett be jealous more, especially like right at the beginning of the episode. And she's like talking about how she's going to go work with Justin on the song. And he's like, yeah, I'm so glad that we're Project Loverboy is working and we're on the road to getting you laid. Like he sounded.
Oh yes, I have that quote in here. Hold on, I have the exact quote. I'm thrilled beyond words that we have accomplished these key steps in projecting Loverboy on the road to getting you laid.
Yeah. And she was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm fine. But really, you can tell.
Well, no, because he was giving like 2 to 3 word answers.
Yeah.
Like he went from like all excited, like, hey, I'm heading your way, to like, yeah, sure.
Well, she also bailed on him.
Okay.
But he also loves her and they don't know it yet. And then like, I also feel like they did kind of show, well, Jules even said it, was like, your crush on Hannah. So like you're seeing Logan
liking
her more, but again you like the person, but the other person doesn't notice type of
Exactly.
dynamic again, which we all know, unfortunately, for Logan, she ends up with Garrett.
Right. And I think I have that later on in my notes too, talking about that, because it's like, well, first of all, we find out like they clearly knew each other beforehand,
Yeah.
and she just doesn't remember that he was the mechanic who worked in her car.
Yeah, but
freshman year.
Yeah, and I think he also has a slight annoyance towards Garrett when it comes to Hannah because he already knew Hannah.
Right.
He knew her name.
Right.
And
He's
everything.
The one who gave it to her in
and Garrett's
episode
over
one.
here. Yeah, and in episode 1, Garrett's like, "Who is this person?"
He's
like,
Hannah, that's she's waited on us like 17,000 times.
Yeah. So I feel like because he already like knew who she was, but Garrett's getting her, it was kind of like that was his tension towards Garrett. Right. Garrett, oblivious to everything.
I know. God love him, but he is so oblivious in some of those things. But in all fairness, I feel like there's a lot of characters in this that are so oblivious to what's going on around them. They're very not socially aware of themselves.
I totally agree with
that. Because I know it was very much giving me, I'm trying to think of the moment, like, I don't remember if it's a movie or a book that I'm trying to think about, but Garrett very gives, like, those whole, like, it's that typical, like, fake dating, oh, don't catch feelings kind of thing, and then it's like, oh, he's like, catching feelings hard over here. Like, you could just see it in all of his facial expressions going through episode 4 and like, 3, and just how I was like, dude, the look on your face right now is giving you away.
Like, you like her, we know.
But yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think there was just a lot of, like, foreshadowing and
I've loved that through the whole series.
Parallels and...
Because we saw the foreshadowing starting in, like, episodes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Especially, like, when you look at... God, I get so sad when I think about
it.
But the party! Because I'm like, you've got Dean and Bo with Goose and Maverick, and then you have Tucker and Logan with the hawk and the bee, so the birds and the bees. Another.
Oh, I didn't put that together.
Oh my god,
how did I? I'm over
because
here.
Because they were the birds and the bees.
I'm over here like, okay, who is Tucker's counterpart? He's a freaking bee. And then I'm like, what the hell is Logan? Is he supposed to be a angel of some sort? Like, I couldn't figure it out.
Because when they were doing body shots off Dean, he jumps down and hits him in the face and goes, caw, and then hits him.
He did say caw. He did say caw. If I didn't put that together. I'm over here like, is there like a honey pot walking around and what is Logan just like what's going on? All right, that totally makes sense now, and I'm so glad you picked that up because that was bothering me a lot actually.
I figured you had picked it up by then because I thought it was funny. I cracked up so hard at that point.
No,
I was like, oh my gosh, of course they are.
Confused, like, why is he a bee and what the hell is Logan? I understand that.
Now you understand.
Thank you.
Now you understand. No, because another foreshadowing I found, I don't know if you've noticed this either, but I have seen theories about it too.
Okay.
About how during episode 5, so coming up for like next episode, there's a whole foreshadowing in that too.
All right, you're probably gonna have to point that out.
Oh, I definitely will point that out for you, girl. I will, because it ties in with Logan's book.
Of course it does.
Of course it does. So I'm excited about that.
Or actually, no, I think I know what you're talking about, but we'll talk about it in the next episode.
We'll talk about it next episode. Perfect. All right, let's get into the deep dive.
All right.
So, book versus screen addiction. So let's talk about like Hannah's evolution. So in the book, beginning to see the past, Garrett's jock exterior, showing her vulnerability while maintaining her kind of razor sharp wit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what are we seeing in her screen self?
Her screen self. I mean, She is super focused on Justin.
So focused on him.
But then, like, you know, she starts realizing she likes Garrett, especially in that daydream dream scene when she's like sleeping or can't sleep or.
Well, she can't sleep, but then it changes over after the dream to where like she's daydreaming with Garrett.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, so she starts with Justin, and then all this next thing you know, the guy comes back up, and it's freaking Garrett, and you're just like, whoa, wait a minute.
He's like, is this okay, Wealthy? And I mean, I feel like I don't think Justin's obviously oblivious to like how Garrett's treating him. He's like, hey, what do you say, Jacob or something?
He changes it every time. He says a different J name every time. Yeah, I've noticed.
Oh, he called him Justin in that episode. He's like, hey, Justin, or no, that his name is Justin. Oh my god, I can't remember what name it is, but he said a different name, like hey, Josh, and he's like,
it's like Justin. A different J name every time he talks to him.
And so like obviously he's not picking up like that he's doing that on purpose. Right. He knows who he is.
Right.
And I feel like Hannah is also kind of, she's either oblivious or she's ignoring it.
Right. And it's hard to tell which one.
Yeah, it is hard to tell which one because, I mean, I feel like it's obvious, but we also know the story.
Right, correct.
So in her mind, like, is it obvious or is she just ignoring it, being like, oh no, he's just joking, like, it's not what it seems like.
Makes sense. No, I saw that too. I feel like this one was like heavier subjects for her too.
Oh,
because she brings up what happened to her in high school with Garrett. And I kind of, in that moment, like having past traumas, knowing kind of what the standpoint's coming from, was kind of like a little upset too that she like was like, don't dwell on it, like pass over it. It's like, no, hon, you're about to drop something super big on him. Like that's not something that somebody can just kind of glance over. Like they have to process that.
She was even like, oh, okay, I can't make that sound any better than it actually is.
Yeah.
Because she was trying to like soften the blow.
Right.
Because like, she knew like how he would react.
Right.
And she was like, well, I guess I can't do that because it is a pretty,
yeah, it's like
traumatic thing to.
What made me, that part wasn't like I wasn't mad at her. I was mad at the part that comes next where she then goes, well, I'd rather have somebody like be with somebody lower stakes. And I was like, oh, I feel that's like a low blow, like a dish, like, you don't matter kind of thing.
I feel like he felt that too because he was like,
yeah. She's like, a friend. And it's like, girl, we're not wording this correctly. What are you doing?
But at that point, at least in the book, she was like, no, I like him, but like we've done this, we're in this deal so far that I have to still like try to be with Justin. I feel like, or or at least she's conflicted. And
I feel like in this show, though, it doesn't come till the drunk Shakespeare is more when she gets it of like, she has that realization when, especially like during them being pulled up on stage and like talking and stuff, like it's almost like she's realizing. And then it really, I feel like, clicks when she's talking to Justin about like songs and she goes, well, how do you feel? And he starts like, well, the chord progression. And she goes, no, like, how does it, I'm not wording this right. Like, how does it make you feel? And he's
like emotional.
And it's like, what? And then it like clicks for like, this is not who I'm supposed to be with.
Which I find is crazy because I feel like for like the chord progressions and all of that, I feel like that goes more into like composition than like, being in a band and being the singer and the songwriter. Like I feel like a majority of the time
their way they think about things is switched.
Yeah, because like
she's thinking more of feelings, like how does this song make you actually feel? And he's like, oh no, like I like this or this, and it's like very mechanical, like of how the structure of the song is, not so much.
Which is a lot of composition.
Yeah, but
like as a singer and songwriter, like personal experience, you have to feel it. I feel like in order
Right.
to like be in that type of like band. So I just found that interesting
Well,
that he's very
and
analytical.
we can talk about that more, especially with the song he's writing, because he performs it in episode 5. So in the next episode, we can talk about that more.
Song is stuck in my head.
Oh, I have a
24/7.
quote from that song that I am going to bring up because
can't wait.
I died laughing. I think you know what it is with like Allie and
Yeah.
I'm like, I died laughing at that part. I was like, oh my god, I never even put that together. But all right, let's switch over to Garrett's shift.
All right.
So in the book, around this point, he's kind of becoming genuinely like protective and kind of privately possessive. It's not very like as open. And the moment he realizes like tutoring isn't a chore anymore, it's like, oh, something's clicking in his head.
Yeah.
So it's like that click happens.
Yeah. Especially like, and you can really see that he like that it's not a chore anymore. Like in the part when he's like, no, come upstairs and we'll start. You have a naked girl in your room. Right.
Yes.
And he was like, I'll get rid of her. And she's like, no. Justin just texted me. I'm going to go.
I thought that was like...
And then he looks sad.
First of all, like, running out and chasing her into the street.
Yeah.
To try to stop her from leaving. But the fact that, like, how do you go from eating a girl out, basically, to then being like, no, come in. Like, Tucker made salmon. We can have, like... And she's like, there's a naked girl in her room. And he's like, oh, shit. Right. Oh, there is.
He forgot.
Just give me 5 minutes. And it's like,
yeah.
What? It's like,
I'll get rid of her.
Like, how do you forget that?
I have no idea how you forget that. Like, it was almost like an instantaneous forget, too.
Right?
Like, 1 second, he's doing that. And then he's chasing Hannah out. And then he's like, I've got nothing going on. Nobody's in anywhere.
It's like, dude, you're literally standing here in sweatpants that you just throw on. No shirt and like slides.
Yeah.
But that's a dead giveaway of what you were just doing, and clearly you're chasing out after her.
Right.
What the heck? So I feel like it matched up on the screen this time, like very closely to what was kind of his shift and things. I feel like they did match up because like we talked about that part.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. How he was getting jealous of her going to meet up with Justin, even though it was his ideas to begin with.
Yeah.
He did something. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I want to say it was at Drunk Shakespeare, because didn't he like, he's like, oh, what are you doing here? I was like, asking Justin that. He's like, oh, well, she told me like she was going to be here, so I decided to show up. And he like gave a look like, she talks about you to me all the time. I know for a fact you're lying right now. Like, wait a minute. Because even like Hannah's face is like, oh.
Well, and then he also stated that he was recruited to steal Tucker's fruit.
Right. That's true. And it's like, wait, so what is the truth? Like, why are you really here?
To steal Tucker's fruit or for Hannah?
Because, first of all, my thing is like, it was very confusing because it's like, okay, so you were recruited to steal Tucker's fruit, but they didn't even decide they were going to go to Drunken Shakespeare until the whole scene where it was a practice scene where Garrett could not get off of like, why did Wellesley leave? And why am I so upset about this? And Birdie's like, dude, you didn't want it to end. Like, you like her.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, I have to tell her. And they're like, well, I guess we're going to Drunken Shakespeare. And then Dean comes in and is like, why are we going to Drunken Shakespeare? And he's like, we're not going to Drunken Shakespeare. And so it's like, so how were you recruited when it was literally just decided at practice that they were going straight to Drunken Shakespeare? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, how did you all of a sudden get recruited into this when they didn't even know till last minute?
Yeah. So obviously he knew Hannah was going at that point.
So yeah, it's like, so like, what, like, are you going because of Hannah, or did you get recruited last minute? Like, what is going on
Or
here?
did you show up and they were like, hey, steal Tucker's fruit?
Right, like, it made no sense. I was kind of confused. I was like, wait, that's 2 different reasons, but like, there's some of these things are adding up. Yeah. So I was like, kind of confused on that part.
I feel like there's like also like at that point like a silent like Justin's like, she's mine, but then like Garrett's like, I don't like you, she's mine.
Right.
And then they're both like silently having this war over Hannah
Right.
by just being passive aggressive to each other.
It's very true. Very true. All right. So the tutoring. So in the book, they kind of had the growing comfortable inside the hockey house. There were like inside jokes built up. There was lines for the deal starting.
Yeah.
Kind of as that's when it was happening in the book. But in the show, I feel like it didn't really show a lot of her being comfortable in the hockey house.
No, because there
She was
was
just like
a lot of
walk in and go straight to his room.
Yeah, instead of like interaction, whereas she would interact in the book. They
Yeah.
had their inside jokes. They had their they would pick on.
It was
her.
like a close knit group.
Yeah,
she became very close with like the other guys in the house too.
Yeah, it was like a sibling pick on type of thing.
And so I feel like you don't really, while they all do hang out and stuff, and I feel like there's a little bit of banter and stuff, I feel like it's not as like a close knit group as what it was in the book.
Yeah, I feel like they were closer in the book, and they
like they had that outside relationship of being friends with her outside of just Garrett.
Yeah, and I feel like that didn't really show at all. And I feel like, and I'm upset they took out the lasagna scene. The lasagna scene would have.
I know the lasagna scene would have done it. All they showed was like that one they were taking a picture where she made him.
Yeah,
she was standing with the group.
And
and her mom mentioning it, but that's in the next episode.
Yeah, her mom mentioned it in episode 5.
Yeah.
But like the lasagna scene would have happened in episode 4.
I know that made it like that's like a big,
but it was like part. A passing.
Yeah.
Over it. Like, it wasn't because they were dating. She just, there was a reason she did it. But she made it for everybody, and they were, like, surprised and, like, grateful that she made them dinner after hockey practice.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Alright. So... I think some of the other scenes that I kind of want to make sure we mention are like outside of just like the main two. Like some of the things that were like happening behind the scenes or in different scenes involving some of the other characters on top of that. Like we already talked about like with Tucker, with Bo and Dean, like the food baby because he's pledging and that's what they decided to do for him. And then, Dean just eating all of the different fruits going on over here.
This is when you
some things like I really liked the scene where Dean and Garrett were talking in the gym and how he went. It's like in the books, he goes to Birdie because Birdie has experience with like his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was kind of interesting to see it play out where they had him go to Dean instead in the show.
Yeah, considering
it made my love for Dean so much more because, like, consent king.
Oh
my God. I loved it.
And this is why we love Dean.
We love him. But it's like, I also, like, could not stop laughing at the part where he's like, don't skip foreplay. Like, 5 play, 6 play.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God.
He was like, just do all the things.
Or when he's like, if it's her first time, she may not, that's not an option. Oh. He's like, respect.
Standards. Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
He's like, oh, we got high stakes here.
Oh my gosh. I love how it's like, with Hannah? And he's like, no, somebody else. And he's like, wait, is Hannah a virgin? He's like,
right.
He's like, he clearly knows it's Hannah.
I feel like he even mentions later in that conversation Hannah, and like Garrett just didn't even he just glossed right over it.
Yeah.
He didn't even say anything. He's like, all right, it's fine.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. Real quick, I want us to do a jealousy scale.
Okay.
So who do you think, because I feel like there's a lot of jealousy going on in these two episodes.
Yeah.
Like so much that start coming out even more. Mm-hmm. Who do you think was the most jealous?
Of Hannah? Or like in general?
I mean, it could be in general, but I feel like most of the jealousy is revolved in these 2 episodes around Hannah.
Yeah, I think Garrett was the most jealous. Well, No, I take that back. I think it's Logan.
I was gonna say, yes.
I don't know why I forgot about Logan for a second.
Logan just...
But, yeah, because I just went on that.
He's getting hit hard in his feelings in these 2 episodes. I feel like every time you see him, it's... Especially, like, you have where they're at karaoke. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. I'm going to talk about that later because that was... Oh, I loved that point. But... You saw him, like, when he was coming in, and then he was talking with his sibling, Jules, and they were like, well, like, it's so sweet. I thought I had a quote here somewhere about this. I think it's in my notes.
No.
I know. All of my stuff is all over the place. It's so ridiculous.
And you're supposed to be the organized one.
I know. Well, because I was watching and doing this at the same time. Okay, they bring up and they were like, it's so sweet to see Garrett being serious about someone. And Logan's like,
yeah, he's like
getting worried. He's like, you think they're serious? That's the most likes I get on, like, when I post about them. And
yeah.
It's like, oh, dang.
What?
Like,
and
they are...
Even in the book, like, what bothers me, though, when it comes to Logan, is he didn't even act on anything.
Yeah.
He just kind of longed for her from afar.
Right.
He didn't, like... But also, I guess he wouldn't want to hurt his best friend.
Well, also, I feel like the difference between the book and this is like this, like, we learn, like, he's already kind of known her, who she is and stuff like that, where in the books, he doesn't, I feel like it's not as known who she is until they start dating.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what comes into play then in his book with the whole not realizing he's not jealous of them, but of the relationship, where I'm like, how are they going to take it, though, of this one? Because clearly he is very jealous of her specifically in the TV show.
Yeah.
So, like, how will that play then into his episode? Because you can't really go, like, oh, it's just their relationship. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, because this happened before their relationship.
Like, yeah, he was already jealous from, like, the time Garrett said, who is this?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I wonder how they're going to do that, too. Although it seems like they're changing a lot. So I feel like, you know, the next couple of seasons, there's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Of us comparing and contrasting, like, way more.
Oh, yeah. So
because
much more.
The stories have already changed.
Yeah. And there's definitely some more as, like, we get into, like, the later episodes, too, where I'm just like, I don't know how this is going to fit in, or, like, some of the things that are going to happen in the book that tie in with the other books. And, like, how is this going to happen? Because you're changing the pattern of how this is going. So how do they tie in now? Like,
yeah, I don't... Yeah, especially Logan's story.
It's got us kind of...
And we're going book 1 to 3 to 2. I'm very curious to see how this goes, because I'm confused right now.
No, I get it. Very confused. But, alright, do you have any iconic book lines that made it into episodes 3 or 4?
That's a good question. I honestly, I don't think so. I think, well, I mean, no, that wouldn't have happened until episode 5. So I don't think I really have any lines for episode 3 and 4.
Okay. So I didn't have any lines for the book, but I did map out my favorite lines from this show. So I have 3 distinct ones that I kind of liked.
Okay.
So I have one from Garrett, where it's in the episode where we're talking about where he was like, being sarcastic and was like, to get you laid or whatever when she's ditching him.
That one was... I immediately put that down.
Well, and I liked the part that came like at the end of that where he was like, and by the way, he may not know it yet, but you're the real catch.
That stood out.
So act like it.
Yeah, that's...
And I was like, oh, man. I was like, I love that. Dean's part, when they gave him the kiwi, and they're explaining what's happening after he ate all that, and he gets the kiwi, and he goes, this is the part where you run. I was like, oh my gosh.
I was just like, Bernardo.
The other one I had was kind of the boundary scene with Hannah and Garrett when they're in his bedroom, and they're supposed to be like the start of like she came over because he's supposed to help her, and he's like, do you want to like change it to something more comfortable, like anything else?
She's like, yes.
And so as she's like putting it on, she goes, you don't have to turn around. You're getting ready to see me naked. And Garrett's like, yeah, but not until you want me to.
His
and I'm just like,
respect
oh,
is amazing.
the respect and the show from the guys. I'm like, I really want to like shake real men and be like, see what we're talking about. It's not hard to be respectful.
Yeah.
Like, this is all we want.
The entire time. It's like, are you okay?
It's like, I don't have high standards. I just want this. This is normal, like, behavior that should be happening. Like, it's just literally just being respectful.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my God. I love it.
Right. All right. So were there any like major like plot additions, omissions, alterations that kind of stood out to you in these 2 episodes?
Well, Drunken Shakespeare was completely added.
I really want to like go to a Drunken Shakespeare now.
Do
I kind of want to look up and be like, right, where is the nearest one? I want to go. We have to go.
Yes. So I think that stood out to me the most because it was such a big part of episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't in the book. It wasn't in any of the books.
Mm-mm.
So I think that was a fun...
That was a very fun one.
It was a fun ad. I liked it. And then the fruit. I'm really on this fruit, guys. I love the fruit babies.
All right, so I had some. I was kind of disappointed that there was no, like... In the scene where we see Hannah showing up because she had changed the time, for you like get the whole heartfelt moment scene between Logan and her, which was cute. Yeah. I liked it where he like picked up her bike and then you find out like he was the mechanic. And they had that like whole moment together. And like he doesn't even know what's going on upstairs. He just kind of like he knows Garrett's up there studying. Yeah. But I'm so disappointed we didn't get that like Tucker and Dean scene where it's like, don't go up there. I think you forgot. Yeah. So she just like walks in on like the cherry pie song is like you really think this is like cherry pie, really, Garrett?
That made me laugh though because
oh my God.
It was cherry pie,
right?
And the act that was happening,
right?
I thought that was hilarious, but no, I wish they put in the don't go up there. We warned you not to go up there because that was so funny. Because again, that was the like sibling taking on banter type of thing that they had going on in the book that we didn't get.
Right. But I tell you what, one of my favorite scenes after that is when they're then at karaoke. Oh and she's had all those pina coladas, and then she's going up, and Jules is like, Hannah Wells, you're up next. And he's like, I thought you weren't singing. She goes, that was before, and like hands on the pina colada goes up, and she goes, have you heard this song before, Miriam?
I love when she...
I like the rendition of it, though, because, like, how she added in... Do you notice, like, she added in, like, hockey? Yeah. And then she really emphasized it was, like, locking the door.
Yeah. I liked when she was, like, I ordered you a special drink. It's called a
Blue Baru.
A Blue Baru. And she's like...
It's blue carousel. With some special...
Blue carousel.
Ingredients. Blue carousel
or something like that.
He's like, it looks like windshield wiper.
He's like, I think it is windshield washer fluid. And he's like,
oh my God.
And you could tell he absolutely hates it because it's straight blue carousel.
Oh, right.
You don't drink that straight.
No, that's a mixer drink. That is very much mixer.
Oh, yeah.
I think another part in it that I was kind of like disappointed in the fact of it's different from the book. Was like Allie didn't know about Hannah's past. She knew it as like a friend of hers.
Yeah.
Didn't drink and something had happened to her. But like
in the book, Allie knew.
Allie knew in the book.
Because they're best friends.
Right. And that's something you tell your best friend.
Yeah. So like I was very shocked by that.
Like if anything happened to me, you know you bet your best but I'm coming to you and then I'm also going to my other best friend.
Yeah.
Because, like, you two are, like, the two that I'm, like, I have to tell everything to.
You would be the only one I went to. You're my only best friend.
Sorry, girl.
I have,
well, you met Kelly. Like, she's, like, the older sister. You're, like, my younger sister. So, I mean, it's really, like, best of both worlds. I feel like I had younger sisters and older sisters without having sisters. Because somehow we got blessed with brothers. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. Yay, my brother. I love you. I know you're not going to be listening to this.
I love both my brothers so much. Yay.
you know,
I'm
it's that
joking.
sibling. It's the sibling.
It's that sibling rivalry.
It's like, oh, I'm a brother, but then it's like, I love you and I would do it.
Like, we could bicker and completely bitch about them, but like, you say one thing about our brothers and we're sorry, older sister mentality then comes out.
But like, I only have like, no, that's not true. I have Tori.
You have Tori, yeah.
I just feel like I don't tell the group like that type of stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. Like, I have you too. Like, that's basically who I tell everything to.
I literally only need you, and obviously my husband would know. So.
Well, see, I don't have a spouse, so that's why I have you and Kelly.
I know, but
I don't have somebody like that.
I'm just trying to point out that I do have two people.
Well, no, I know you have two people. I was counting your husband the whole time.
Oh, well,
he was in our little throuple, man.
That's true. But yeah, you're right. Oh man, where were we when that happened?
That was for your 30th birthday.
My 30th birthday. We're pretty sure that 40 dudes thought we were a throuple. Oh yeah, because they gave us the check. And like all three of our meals and everything were on it. We were just, okay. And we're like, oh, okay.
Interesting.
I mean, it was totally fine, obviously. But like, it was just interesting that it was an assumption. It was
funny because I feel like it's always an assumption. And it's like, no, she's just my best friend. Has been since we were like young.
Yeah.
And he just got thrown into it by dating you.
We're like,
he just kind of got thrown in the mix.
Yeah. I was like, here's Tab. She's my sister. And then it was just kind of like, he's the third wheel. And we're married.
Basically. Okay, the other thing I was kind of mad about was the whole Sean.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean.
First of all, he's more tame. But you know, the part that really, like, it made me so mad, and I know I have it here too because I have like
was it the how do you know
4 lines? No,
because that bothered me. I was like, you're supposed to be her like love of her life, and you're gonna look at her, and when she says I got an agent, and you're gonna be like, are you sure you're even gonna make it?
Yes.
Like, what are the odds?
That part
that pissed me off.
It made me so mad. So yeah, like after 2 years of freaking dating. And you have the nerve to basically be like, what are the odds you're going to make it? And Vermont, we can build a life together. Like, I'm sorry, what? She is literally getting a degree in acting.
Exactly. And like
4-year commitment of degree in acting.
And also.
And you think she's going to outgrow it?
Well, and also like, you're with her and you've been with her for 2 years. You knew this is what she wanted to do. Right. You knew this was her dream.
This isn't new information.
And now you're going to be like, oh, well, I thought you would just grow out of it, basically.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm sorry. Excuse me? Once you're in college and you're like doing something like that, you know it's a for sure. Like, well, I'm going to attempt to do this. And obviously, like, you have that confidence in yourself. I will make it. So either way, if she made it or not, like, he should have been supportive.
Right. And so I was just getting so mad at that because I was like, are you kidding me right now?
And then he got mad because he was like, I'm cold. Are you done? And she's like, no, I'm not. And he's like,
right.
I'm just like, sir, you're the one who is being the jerk right now.
Right.
And you're mad. Really. But also he's like a completely different person. Did Sean in the book, did he support her in that? I can't remember. I feel like I only remember reading about them making out.
I feel like no. I feel like in the book there might have been something about it too where he's like he's not as supportive as he should be.
That also makes sense.
Because I feel like that's what drew her into Dean to begin with, because he was willing to support no matter what.
And he did. And we'll get into that in season 10.
We'll so get into that once that starts.
So exciting.
But I do have to put on another. So, like, when she is, like, after that scene, she goes to the karaoke. Like, just watching her, first of all, sing her little heart out on stage. And then she's, like, in the line in the bathroom, like, spilling her story. Then she's
just talking
in the bathroom.
Anyone and everyone.
Spilling her story. I love when she comes out because the girl responded to her. She, like, comes out and she's like, oh. And then, like, here comes frickin' Dean walking out of the stall.
Do you just make out with girls in bathrooms all the time? Like it's just like... She's like, are you everywhere?
She's like, J-Lo, Maverick.
Right.
She was like berating him, like just hook up in the bathroom. That's so creepy. And then she walks up, like, not you, hun.
But that's
so,
who he was
so
hooking up with in the bathroom.
Like, she's such a girl's girl, though. She's like, you're so sweet.
And
like,
he's just nonchalant with his beer in his hand and
she's
lipstick on his
like,
face.
Whatever.
And he's like, yeah, he's just like, what? Yeah, whatever.
But that then brings me to the next point.
Okay.
Shoot, I was losing my train of thought. Because it's like right at the end. Hold on. Oh, so then you get the scene. This, like, I'm sorry, I really liked this part.
No, you're fine.
You get the scene where they're in the Jeep, right?
Oh my God, the Jeep.
And it's so flippin' awkward. Because, like, after her song, I swear to God, when those two were, like, standing there together, it's like, dude, he wants to kiss her so bad right now. It is, like, getting all that tension.
Yes.
Like,
the tension was real. You could feel like, you could just feel it.
Yes.
But then you don't even realize Allie is in the backseat.
No, you have no idea she's
and then she
there.
Just pops up and she's like, I forgot my purse.
She's like, the one with my wallet and my keys in it?
We gotta
go back. It's already closed. But no, so before that, though, when they're, like, all awkward, they both reach for the same time for, like, the air conditioner whatever clicked on.
And then it's just like...
It gave me Twilight vibes. Do you remember when they were in the car in Twilight and they both reached at the same time? It was giving me a Twilight vibe.
Do you know how long it's been since I've seen Twilight? It's been like 15 years.
No, but I thought that was such like, oh, yes.
I like
Twilight.
I vaguely remember something like that, but I don't remember Are you looking up the scene right now? You're looking up the scene right now. Oh my God. You know, I deserve that though. Because now it's bothering me that I don't remember.
There's got to be like this part where they're like in the car. It's all awkward between them. They both reach at the same time.
Back
and
from
it was like
Portland. Okay.
As soon as that happened, I was like, oh my God, it's giving Twilight vibes.
We're getting an animated Midnight Sun.
What?
Yeah. Sorry.
Interesting.
Deep.
Completely off.
Completely off of what we should
off
be talking
topic.
about.
Well, no, this totally fits in. You know why it fits in?
Why?
Because remember, Dean's favorite movie is Twilight. He brings it up and talks about it with Bo. And did you notice that the actor actually brought up that his favorite, like, comfort movie to watch is Twilight?
I did not see that. That is amazing.
So it's totally on cue.
I love it. Okay.
We're good. We can make it fit.
I think that just made me love him more, though.
Just completely. There we go. But anyway, so no, like, I loved that part. That was so freaking funny. And, like, I loved how as soon as they get back to Garrett's house, like, he literally, like, drapes the blanket over Allie. And I'm like, oh, he's doing what he promised and taking care of her. Because I love that, like, he made it so, like, Hannah was able to, like, drink and open in public without knowing any of her history.
Yeah, he was like, I will guard your drink with my life.
Yeah, like, I love how he did that for her so that she felt comfortable and, like, he was like, I'll take care of her. And she's like, but when she's drunk, she's a lot good of. And he was like, like, I got it. And, like, seeing that was like, oh.
I know she only tried, like, 3 drinks, but I liked watching her try the drinks.
Yeah, that was fun.
He's like, what's your drink? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. And her first one's a martini, and she's like,
right?
She's like, no.
But that's cute. And then I was laughing so hard where he's like, Wellesley, like, trying to figure out where she went. And he's like picking up her clothes as he goes upstairs.
And then she's up there in his jersey.
In his jersey. She's like, I found something to sleep in.
And he's like, and I'm like, that's going to be real hot to sleep in.
I know. In my head, I'm going, girl.
Do you know how heavy that is?
Real jersey. Like, that thing. Oh, I'd be having hot flashes in it. Not to mention the straps that are on it would be, like, digging into my skin. I'd be like,
see,
no.
You keep saying straps, and I've never seen one. So, I've never seen an actual hockey jersey.
You've never seen a hockey jersey?
No, I didn't know there were straps involved. I'm not surprised that there's straps involved.
So, like, let me see if I can find an image. Like on real hockey jerseys, there's like the
Oh,
straps
so it like
that like
clicks onto
it clicks onto their pads.
or yeah, their pads. Okay, that makes sense.
It like clips on like their pants.
Don't like football jerseys do that too?
It's like their pants, so they can clip it onto their pants in the back, like under their pads, like their pants.
Well, I mean that makes sense too.
Well, because in fights and stuff, they try to rip the jerseys off by pulling,
and it's to keep
them
from being declothed.
There you go. But yeah, there's actual straps that like all I'm thinking about is like that's gonna dig into my hip or something, and it's not gonna be comfy. Yeah. But I'd also be like, I need a fan. I'm sweating. I'm so hot right now. This is so thick. I just want it off my body.
I do know it's real heavy, and I don't know if I could sleep in one of those. Even like the non-authentic jerseys, like with the print, I feel like they're still like heavier. They're still heavier, and I don't think they would be as hot, but still they would be uncomfortable to sleep in.
Right. No. Yeah. Nope, I totally get that.
Because, like, I would throw on my OSU jersey and sleep in it. Like, that just doesn't sound comfortable to me.
I wouldn't throw on any of my jerseys and sleep in them.
Well, I only have
I love the Blue Jackets, but I'm not sleeping in a Blue Jackets jersey. No, thank you.
Those are really nice and really hot.
They're so hot.
That I do know.
Works great for being, like, at the rink for the games.
Yeah, because it's cold.
But not
to sleep in. No. Even with the air conditioning on, I don't think I can sleep in.
No, but I do love, though, that she tries to make a pass at him, and he's just like, nope.
Well, again, the respect. You're drunk.
You're drunk. It's not going to happen.
But
shut it down.
Even though in the book, you then find out she's like, I'm not drunk. I wasn't drunk, actually, by the time we got back to the house.
Right.
I was pretty sober, but, like, she wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
And they don't show that in the series.
They don't show that, no. But I do love how he's like, you're not going to remember this tomorrow.
She's like, fine.
Oh my gosh, waking him up with coffee after the text from Justin.
Yeah.
Like, that's so funny to, like, watch him wake up and it's like, dude, she has coffee right there.
Which,
you know what he's smelling is that coffee to wake up.
Right. He's like, you tried to sleep with me last night. Uh-huh. And you brought me coffee. Uh-huh.
What do you remember? Everything.
You tried.
Everything.
Everything.
And then I love how she, like, asks him, like, okay, are you 100% awake? And so he, like, moves in the bed and he's like, all right, like, I'm awake. And then she hits him with the, like, I need you to give me an orgasm.
He's like,
what?
Jeremy actually laughed at that part. Because we were eating dinner and I had it on.
Yeah.
And she said that and he was like, that was bold. And then Garrett's like, what? And then they just kept saying orgasm and he's just like, he's dying. He thought it was the funniest thing.
Yeah. But then to, like, go into, like, all the heavy stuff, that was kind of... So, the last thing I was going to bring up was seeing, at the end of, like, Drunk Shakespeare, clearly you see Garrett leaves. And he goes and, like, has, like, I feel like there's a very cute moment between them of, like, the sit down with Logan at the ice where it's just the two of them.
Yeah.
And they have, like, a conversation, which I love.
And then Logan was like, go.
Yeah. And, like, you could tell Logan felt bad, though. Like, Garrett was like, he's like, so you and Hannah, huh? And he's like, yeah, not really. She was just a distraction. It's like, he felt like it was, like, robotic of, like, I have a plan for me. She was just her distraction, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, that broke my heart.
Yeah.
At that part. But I did love the dance Garrett did during.
Oh my God.
His sexy little dances. I just love them.
Well, and they start out awkwardly.
They start so awkwardly. I love how
they start out so awkwardly.
So good.
And I looked up Kendall's corset, like, immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this? Like, who made it? And can I buy it? And it was on sale for $20 at Victoria's Secret. And I bought it.
Oh my god, girl, of course you did.
I was bored. He was playing video games and I was watching and my ADHD kicked in.
That's so bad, girl.
You
don't even know what's in my Amazon account right now. First of all, besides another swimsuit, because I really need another swimsuit.
I have too many things in my Amazon account. Or cart, and in many other cards on many other sites that I will never get because I need to not use my credit card.
I'm going to be placing an order because I just got my bonus.
Oh, there you go.
So some of it is going toward my Blue Jacket season tickets, and some of it is going to be going toward different cleaning stuff because, with being off for the summer, I'm doing my deep clean of the house. And oh my god, my house looks more a mess than it did when I started because it's just like everything is everywhere because I'm going through everything.
It's like our inventory.
I'm doing like a huge purge and getting rid of stuff.
Nice.
What do I not need? What do I need? What do I just trying to go through everything?
I keep saying that I'm going to do that, and I feel like
girl, I've been trying to do this since October. I started in October. It's almost July. I'm still going. But in all fairness, I had all that stuff that happened.
That's true. I switched all of my winter and summer clothes out when winter started, and then I purged. But now I have to purge the summer clothes, and they're all in a pile in the guest bedroom on the guest bed.
Girl, mine's right inside the front door. You walk in, and there's that long table with all my clothes laying on top of it.
But you still also haven't even unpacked from when you moved into the house. What, 4 years ago?
Well, that's because my brother and I's stuff kind of...
That's true.
Figuring out where everything goes, and then him just up and basically living with his girlfriend now. It's kind of like, what am I doing with all your stuff, dude? I mean, I move it somewhere. Okay, way off topic again, but...
It's that ADHD, man.
It so is.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, girl. So... Who is Allie calling?
I was wondering that too.
You see the phone, and it says, do not call.
It says, do not call. She's, on the phone with Hannah. It's, one of those things, what? What's going on?
Because she, calls, and she's like, I know I'm not supposed to call. And it's like, who are you talking to, girl? Who is on the other end of that phone?
And I don't know why I didn't think of who it was, but I knew it wasn't Sean.
Right. No, because it said do not call. And I feel like if she was calling him, it would just have his name.
So at first I thought it said do not call because she wasn't trying to be breakdown Allie, calling Sean and begging him to come back.
But it didn't get that vibe.
But I didn't get that vibe either.
When she talked, it did not sound like that vibe. So I'm really curious if what we're going to see from the next episodes of who she's talking to. Absolutely loved that Hannah was singing the song from their night.
Oh, yeah.
That just, I loved that so much.
That ending the episode like that was good.
It was.
I really liked it because then he's running towards her. And it just kind of ended like that, right? It's just him trying to get up to her. And her rendition of that song, I can only hear her rendition. I can't hear the other song, the original song.
Right.
I can only hear her.
Yeah.
In the slow. Versus when I actually listened to it, watching the episode, I'm like, this is completely different. It's an upbeat. He's like, I do the sex dance.
Right.
And then she's playing the piano and she's doing it like a love ballad.
Yeah. All right. So, we're getting closer to the end. We're going to do our layer roars and library scores.
Yep. Who's getting roasted?
So, my layer roars, I didn't have anything that was terribly oh my god, why did you change this kind of thing.
Yep.
But I had a couple of things. I had one that I really liked, which is the karaoke scene. I'm I love that you added that
karaoke scene.
And that you added in the drunk Shakespeare. That just made it so much better.
Yes.
I think the one grievance that I really had, though, was they changed the storyline for Logan a little bit.
Yeah,
So
that was
one of the things, I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about specifically, but one of the things that made me really mad was when he was jealous after practice or whatever, when he was talking about Garrett did all, like, wouldn't stop talking about Hannah during practice, and we just sucked, blah, blah, blah,
Oh
blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah,
And he gets in
yeah.
the vehicle with Jules, and they were like,
And she's like, your crush on Hannah?
they were like, what's your,
Yeah.
like, deal? Like, what's going on? And then, um, it talks about how Logan was passed over twice in the draft.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, no, because in his storyline, he didn't even apply for the draft because he already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, he already had his future set. He was just lying about
that becomes like a whole thing between him and Garrett, is like he's not telling Garrett that he actually like didn't apply for the draft.
Yeah, he just kept saying he was. He did.
So I was really mad when I heard that, because I was like, well, no, because in the books he is actually approached by the province team of the Bruins. They wanted him to come out for practice or whatever. They really like want him for the team. And it's like, no, because like in this, he's now been glossed over twice in the draft. And it's like, how does that make sense?
No.
Because he's talked about in the books of being like just like up there as a player too. Like one of their top players. And it's like, so how does that make sense that he's been passed over?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they've pretty much changed like 70% of his story.
Yeah, so I'm like really confused how they're going to come back to it.
Part of that other 30% was kind of changed too.
Yeah.
Because the characters are not who they're supposed to be.
Right. So I'm just confused like how they're going to come about when his story then comes to play. Because it's like, unless he's lying to Jules and they just don't know it.
That would be a plot twist for the show.
Yeah.
Especially for people who don't know.
Maybe he's just been telling Jules the whole time, like, oh, like I was in it, but I didn't get picked, and like knowing he was gonna,
and saying he was glossed over because he knows that he's not. Well,
because I wonder if they'll bring in the brother then and be like, because there's about 3 siblings.
Yeah, I know they said that they wanted to bring in the brother, but I don't. How are they going to do that?
That's why I'm wondering if this is how they would tie in with the brother, is like he's been lying to Jules the whole time, just trying to make her happy. Of like, yeah, no, I'm totally been in it or something like that, and not realizing, and they're just unaware.
Yeah, because I can see that. I'm still trying to. Having the brother in there just at this point just seems. Why have him?
Well, because I feel like it's a big plot thing that comes up then with. In the book, it was the dad, but I feel like it's going to be with the mom and.
Well, it is now the mom. Yeah, the mom is the dad now.
Right. So it's like, I wonder if that's how that's going to tie in. It's like, because I felt like in order for his book, like his brother was a huge part of it, knowing that his future wasn't going anywhere because of his brother taking over. And
while she's in rehab, someone's got to be taking care of the garage.
Yeah,
like,
so
you can't just stop a business.
Yeah. So I feel like it just hasn't been brought up yet. And maybe we'll see clips of that coming in next season. To set up for the third season.
Something to tell us what the heck is going on.
Something, because I'm confused right now with that. For these 2 episodes, I gave it a 4 stars for library scores. I thought that they did real well with like what they added in, what they did with resolving some of like the tension and things like that. So I liked it enough that I gave it 4 stars, even though some things were changed.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay. 4 stars.
All right, now our favorite moment.
Who will be roasted?
Who is surviving this layer? All right, so based on the party scenes and everything that kind of went down in these episodes, I kind of have revised who I think survives, who I think doesn't. It's not as long as last time because I feel like I was long-winded last time.
You were very long-winded.
I was very long-winded. So I kept it short this time because I felt like I just used the changes that happened with them.
Okay.
So makes sense. My top person was Tucker.
I can see that.
So like making the meals for his friends, studying, being kind of the pure caretaker energy. I did drop him to like 85 to 90 because of the whole taking care of the fruit thing. Kind of was like, very bad at that.
Yeah, we went through like 15
Oh my gosh, so many. Wellesley kind of went down a couple notches. I said about 85%. She's still sharp-witted, guards her boundaries, kind of things like that. But I feel like in these 2 episodes, you saw like she was very not as a kind of like a what am I looking for? She didn't have very good observation techniques because like Garrett was very much giving like I'm jealous vibes.
It was very she was very like, just like
oblivious. That's it. She's very oblivious of like what was going on with that.
Okay.
So Garrett, I kept at 70%. I said, he was struggling with some of his internal feelings, clearly. But he gets pointers for being a respect king.
Respect. We love a respect king.
I love that. So that gave him some pointers for that one. Allie dropped to 50. Crying over breakups, getting drunk, broadcasting her drama all over the bathroom.
Which was the look on specifically the guy who was like, she was talking to.
Right.
He was just like, this is not the lines that you're supposed to be saying.
Like,
and then Bo and Dean are just like, she's amazing.
I know, right? I was like, so like, just because,
It's like, when did Shakespeare go to Vermont?
She was a little, we're in her emotions. I dropped it down a few because if you get in your emotions like that, you're not surviving as well. You're not handling it.
Dex is like, this isn't even your scene. She's like, whatever, I'm thirsty.
Right. Logan, I put down as 50%. Said his silent jealousy would drown him. Like he would be.
I feel like
it would be his downfall.
Yeah, I don't know if he would. I feel like part of me feels like he would save Garrett from the dragon or Hannah, obviously. But also a part of me is kind of like,
he'd let Garrett burn.
He would if Garrett burns, do I get her?
Right.
Type of thing.
Yep. All right, Jules. I said bumped themselves up to a 45%. Kind of the part that stood out about it was like how observant they were. Like clearly they're paying more attention than we thought they were.
Yeah.
Because and like the things they would bring up about stuff.
They would almost have to though, because the gossip drama Instagram or social media thing.
Yeah, the whole storyline with like running the Instagram things, stuff like that. But I liked how they kind of made up for, like, they totally put Garrett down, calling him a Nepo baby.
And that's fair because he was in another episode acting a little crazy. Right.
But I love how they saved face by bringing the liquid IV to the karaoke night. It was like, you look like you need saving. And just like dumped it in.
Hydration.
So I was like, okay, clearly we're a little more observant, so you got bumped up some, Jules. Dean, I put at 20%. He got some points because of Consent King. But he also lost some points because of the bathroom hookups. When you hook up bathrooms,
that just sounds gross.
That is. Do you know how germy? I'm sorry, my health teacher me is like talking. Like, do you know how many germs are on those? I can't. I can't.
I don't know how people do it. No offense to those who do.
There's no offense. We're not saying anything.
Yeah, just for us.
For us, I could not.
Germaphobes over here.
Just could not. All right. Justin. I brought him from a 5 to a 10 because we can learn more about him.
Okay.
But I'm still saying, I'm sorry, honey, maybe a snack, but
he's still gonna die.
You are definitely that first person in any horror story who gets killed off.
He's the blonde, even though he's not blonde.
Can't read her handwriting.
No.
Completely oblivious.
Yeah.
And zero match for the dynamic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, just...
Yeah.
Nope. No go.
No
go whatsoever.
No, I agree.
So that was my countdown. Some got elevated, some went down in points.
And that makes sense.
Makes sense.
As, character development happens, things fluctuate.
We'll see what happens in the next 2 episodes, see what I think. All right. Well, our next episode is going to be about episodes 5 and 6.
Yeah. And we got nothing going on right now. Holiday weekend and whatnot. So
Yeah, that's coming up.
everyone enjoy their 4th of July.
I know I'm going to be enjoying it. So let's go paddleboarding. As long as the weather stays good.
But I can't say anything.
I'm training, girl. My triathlon's coming up
Well,
in
no,
August.
like, I just can't say anything. I'll tell you after.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so that's all for today's chapter, fellow book dragons. So until next week, keep your blankets cozy, because you know we got ours. Keep your TBR fiercely guarded, and make sure you keep your Dr. Pepper ice cold, because I know I keep mine that way.
And stay hydrated.
Yes.
And go order some takeout. Try not to burn down the library. And try to, like, not get overly obsessed with your fictional hockey boyfriend.
Yeah, because we definitely are.
But the most important, do not look at your bank account. Just go buy the book.
Nope, just buy the book.
Like I said last week, you deserve it.
All right. Well, until next time, bye.